Welcome back. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I want to tell you that you can follow this show, find out what guests are coming on by following my blog at crntalk.com/Cindy Laverty. We post there every week, and past shows are also archived there for a year. So tune in, and you can also follow us on Facebook at The Cindy Laverty Show. You'll always know who's coming on and what they're all about and find out about them before the show. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Cindy Laverty. I am pretty easy to find. My guest today is Antika Libby, and we're talking about her company, Your Own University, which is yourownuniversity.org. And it's pretty fascinating, Antika, what you do here for people. But I want to ask you, in simplest terms, what exactly does it mean when we find a relationship with oneself, and how do we begin the process of that?
Excellent question. So to begin the process, I think the most important thing is to realize that we're not one or two-dimensional, that there's three basic parts of ourselves that you need to get to know on a personal level, like you'd know your best friend. And one is your physical body. It's only yours, your joints, how you digest your food, what feels good to you, what doesn't, what kind of clothing your skin likes and what it doesn't, your perfume, all of those things are physical likes and dislikes, and our physical body. We need to know that part of ourselves. And a lot of people kind of get stuck focusing there. And we need to move beyond that and know how you feel, your energy, what vibe you put off. Have you experienced walking into a party and you walk in and you're happy and everyone turns and looks at you and they're like, hi, so-and-so, hi. And you feel really great. And then, 3 days later, you go to another gathering, being at, the holiday season. And this time you're just feeling a little off. Say you ate something bad and you're like, ugh. And you walk in and nobody notices you.
That's interesting.
You're like, oh, where's all my friends? Oh, there they are. And you have to go up and work for it.
Right.
Because they feel that vibe. We let out a vibe, and we can control this vibe as we get to be comfortable with ourselves. And this is a lot about the thought patterns and where you put your thoughts. And so it's really important to know this part of you. This is also your spirit, your individual spirit that ties into that collective consciousness. And that's the third part that you have to know, your personal relationship with Source, your personal relationship with this energy, these waves of, of life that flow around and through us and through everything that's alive and living on this planet.
Right.
And how you interact with that. So those are the three aspects of yourself that need to be paid attention to each and every day.
So you work with some people who are fairly enlightened, I would imagine, but why does this process make people so uncomfortable?
When you step out and you go into any change, our ego, Wayne Dyer says edging God out, but our ego is really here to keep us safe, but safe doesn't necessarily mean safe in the terms of protected. Safe means comfortable.
Yeah, so our ego says, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Right.
No, you don't.
So if you were raised in a family that yelled all the time, logically you know that yelling isn't the best thing to do. It doesn't make your spouse or your friends feel good about themselves, right?
Right.
But you continue to yell anyway. So in order to change that habit, we have to learn a new habit. And whenever you decide to learn a new habit, fear steps in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a logical fear, like there's a bear that's going to attack you.
No, false evidence appearing real. I love that.
Right. It's illogical fear.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just natural. It is our ego trying to keep us safe, not protected, but in the same old circumstance that is hurting us usually, and that resistance. And the more that you practice gently overcoming that resistance in your life, you become aware that you're resistance, overcome it, you're going to get stronger and stronger so you can make larger and larger changes into your life and call in more peace. And that's why I'm here to coach you on how to do that, where you're not trying to jump from point A to point Z, but you can, gradually step and ease through that fear and make it more of a game than of something that seems challenging or painful.
Yeah, I think it's pretty natural for us when we know we need to make a change. We just say, okay, today I'm changing this. And you can't just do that overnight. I mean, it starts with like little simple baby steps, right?
Right.
Okay, so like it's I always see that, in January. I used to work in the fitness industry, and people would show up en masse on January the 2nd. I see it, Paul. And then they'd sign up to work out, and then they'd never come again. So I got to take a quick break. Stay with us. You're listening to Cindy Laverty Show. I'll be right back.
You've